Jacob, mate, I'm pretty proud of Toyota today.
Why is that?
I think that Toyota has finally impressed us.
You might be right.
It's taken a while, and we've probably burned some bridges in the process, but that's because we're honest here at CarSauce, aren't we, Jacob?
We're probably a bit too honest.
Probably a bit too honest, yeah. We don't really turn things down like other people do, but that doesn't matter because we're here with the Toyota Corolla Cross. Yes, as the name suggests, it's a Corolla base, and then they've kind of just extended it, made it a bit taller, and they've made it into an SUV. But this thing is a really good SUV, like a really good SUV. So I'm not going to spoil the rest of the video, but I reckon we like this, Jacob.
We very well might.
You know what else impressed us, Jacob?
What?
Our channel sponsor, Driver. If you want to get the absolute best financing deals for you, specifically for you, click the link in the description below or the pinned comment. That'll take you to Driver. Driver is a finance comparison site that bids for the consumer and not for the highest commission. And you know what? I can't guarantee it without being sued, but I'm pretty close to guaranteeing that they're going to get you the best financing for you. So click the link in the description below or the pinned comment. Jacob, let's review this.
Let's do it.
So we're here with the Atmos trim. That is top of the range here in Australia, and this is the hybrid all-wheel drive. So fully kitted up, this thing drive away is about 53,000 Australian dollars, and that is about $6,000 less than the equivalently spec RAV4.
It's a massive difference.
Yeah, huge difference. And I love the way that this thing looks. We have it here in this like jungle green. Is that what it's called?
I think it was jungle khaki.
Jungle khaki, whatever it is, it's like a really beautiful green. I love it. You've got these really cool headlights here. They've got a sequential indicator there as well with really bright daytime running lights and also headlights. So you get the kind of full package there. Here you have a nice big grille, except most of it is actually blocked up. Only a little bit is opened because you don't need to cool too much with this engine. It is a 2-litre, 4-cylinder hybrid. So it doesn't really need too much air. And the reason they block that up is for aerodynamics. Down the bottom here, you've got a nice little bumper, but otherwise there isn't too much going on. It is a Toyota SUV, but I think it looks really cool.
Looks amazing.
Looks amazing. Let's check out the side. Okay, so coming to the side, you're gonna notice these. These are 17-inch alloy wheels. They're wrapped in Michelin Primacy 4 tires. Decent, I guess, for an economy car like this. Hybrid badge there. This thing has a really good 360 camera, and so there's a camera there and a sensor that looks cracked. Wasn't me. Swear to God. Up top here, you've got some roof rails. That's pretty cool. You've also got keyless entry and go. Again, nice to have. Heaps of black plastic cladding there and there at the back. You do get this Corolla Cross badge up there. I think that's really cool, Jacob.
I think the whole side of this car looks really cool.
Very cool. And you've also got some privacy glass there. That just means it's factory tinted windows. I like. Let's talk about the back. Okay, so the bum. I don't know. This is probably my least favorite angle of this car. You do get these tail lights here, although unless it's this brake light thing here, everything else is halogen bulbs, which is just odd because the front is all LED. Don't really understand that. Atmos here with hybrid badge there. They don't want you forgetting that you've got the top of the range here and then the Corolla Cross badge there. You've got the Toyota logo there. As you can see, it's blue.
Ah, what does that mean?
That means that it's hybrid.
Ah.
It's going to save the environment. That's what Toyota does with their badging. I don't know, don't mind it. Down here, you've got a body colored panel there, which again, this thing looks pretty damn cool. And how could I forget this? A little spoiler, a hollow spoiler up top. Let's talk about the interior. Okay, maybe because I just came out of the Toyota Fortuner and come into this, I had really low expectations. But sitting here, it is so nice.
It's the new Toyota.
It's the new Toyota. You get a lot of this soft touch material, so it feels nice and premium. Yes, there's scratchy around, but you don't really notice it. You don't really care either. These leather seats look really cool and they feel really great. Very, very supportive, and it's got really good lumbar support too. So, you know, for people who have back issues, this is a great car for that. Technology though is the biggest step up. So now you have this huge display. Jacob, do you remember how big this is?
I think it was like 11 inches or something.
Yeah, it is massive, and it is so responsive as well. It's like high refresh rate, really, really good. I love this. I can't wait to see that in the new Hilux. And then maybe I won't poo on it anymore.
It's definitely due for an upgrade.
That thing is definitely due for an upgrade. Anyway, we're talking about the Corolla Cross. Up in front of you, you get a digital display that's really intuitive, easy to use, shows plenty of information. Is it the best thing out there? Probably not, but it does the trick. I don't know, man. I'm really impressed.
It seems like they've really focused on improving the tech, and it's paid off.
Yeah, genuinely. Even like the air conditioning controls. This is pretty much the same as what they've got in every other Toyota, but it's just super intuitive. It's not hidden within the screen. It's all very accessible. I love that. You get a wireless charger here, a single USB-A point, not the best. Probably would have hoped for a USB-C or at least more than just one USB port. There is a 12-volt socket in the center armrest, which by the way, has enough storage. Nice and softly padded there as well. Of course, being the Atmos, this is the highest trim, so you get heated seats as well. That works well. Also a heated steering wheel. Speaking of steering wheel, this is a really nice steering wheel, really great to hold onto. It's just like a perfect size, really good ergonomics. By the way, this does have a JBL sound system, and it's really powerful. Like, I don't know if it's
super bassy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the best sounding thing ever, but it is super bassy thanks to that subwoofer right in the back. The glove box is a pretty massive size there as well. You got pretty big storage bins there too. So overall, it doesn't feel like a Corolla in here. It feels like a step up, really.
It feels like actually a new car.
Yeah, feels like a new car. Oh, and before I forget too, a couple of cup holders there. You've also got your EV mode, which allows you to be in EV only, i.e. only use electric power. You can only use so much of that and it will disengage if you put your foot down. You've also got your drive mode selector here, but we'll come back to that when we do our on-road test. Also, your shifter here, it's pretty simple, pretty basic, but for those who have never driven a Toyota hybrid before, it's also got B, that stands for brake. So what that does is it puts regenerative braking on full. It allows power to go back into the battery, at least a little bit. And it also uses engine braking, which doesn't use any fuel as well. So all really cool tech.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, except for that giant panoramic sunroof, but it doesn't open. So I guess is it a sunroof?
It's a moonroof.
Is that a moonroof?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Please educate us in the comments. I have no idea.
Please do. Let's check out the back seats. Okay, so back seats. What's it like back here? Well, I'm 5'11", which means I'm an average male, Jacob.
Apparently.
I'm an average male. Heaps of legroom, heaps of toe room as well. Oh, that's great, actually. And headroom is really good, even though you have this panoramic sunroof. It does eat into it a little bit, but it's fine. Totally fine back here. You've also got this little armrest with a couple of cup holders. These seats are nice and leathery. We like to see that. You've got a couple of air vents back here and 2 USB-C ports, Jacob. So I guess that's where the USB-C ports are.
Oh, why in the back?
I don't know. You get a cup holder here though. That's pretty nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I like it. Jacob, let's check out the boot space.
Let's.
Okay, so boot space, what's it like here? Well, first of all, automated tailgate. It's very loud. Can turn that off.
And it will not stop.
But
for
it's very
anything.
loud. Not the highest roof opening, but I'm a 5'11" male and I fit under here fine, okay, Jacob? Okay?
I don't believe you.
You've got a pretty decent amount of room back here. On paper, it's not that amazing. It's like, what, 390 litres?
380, actually.
There you go, even less. And it's even less because you have a battery underneath the floor and an electric motor as well. So yeah, it does eat up into space a bit. You do get a tiny bit of underfloor storage and you've got a tire inflation kit. Some of that space is eaten up by the JBL subwoofer as well, which is kind of cool. And of course you can put down the back seat. So if we reach in, do the old push over, then you get a relatively flat loading floor, though it's not entirely flat. There is a bit of a hump.
There's a lot of a hump, actually.
There is a lot of a hump. I was being nice, but yeah, no, it's not great. All right. Let's talk about the engine. So the Corolla Cross, probably its biggest selling point is this. It's its engine. It's a 2-litre, 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated petrol engine paired with Toyota's famous hybrid system. This is the 5th generation of it, so it's actually the newest one. It's newer than what's even in the current Corolla, so I guess that's a good thing. It means it puts out a bit more power, 146 kilowatt of combined power, and the front electric motor is 83 kilowatt, the rear is 30 kilowatt. So the rear motor acts as a little burst of, I guess, traction, really. It's just making sure that your wheels aren't slipping too much. And what better way to show that, Jacob, than by launching it?
Ooh, I'm excited for this one.
Oh, let's do it. Okay, friend, now we're going to launch the Corolla Cross Atmos, and this is the all-wheel drive. They claim that this will do 0 to 100 in 7.6 seconds. Fun fact, front-wheel drive is apparently faster. Probably because it doesn't have as much weight. 7.5 seconds, slightly. What do you reckon it's going to do?
I don't think it'll be 7.6, that's for sure. Let's say 8.5.
You're a pessimist. I tend to agree with you, though. But I'm going to be a bit more of an optimist. Let's go 8.3. I've actually turned off traction because I think it's going to spin its wheels otherwise. Fist me hard, bro.
Let's do this.
That's letting us brake boost. Ooh. On its wheels anyway, but that's okay. Come on, baby.
Feel the power.
It's actually right.
Yeah.
Those electric motors do
Come on.
something.
Ah!
0 to 100 in 8.79 seconds.
I don't know why I'm celebrating. That's terrible.
It's terrible. Should we do it one more time?
Yes.
All right, friend. Take 2. Fist me hard.
Let's do this.
Do a little brake boost.
Oh, that feels better.
That felt
better
better.
traction.
I kind of eased
Oh.
into it. Faster 0 to 60.
Come on.
Oh!
What? That was
Wow.
way better.
Wow. Okay, 0 to 100 in 8.14 seconds.
Wow.
And that's with 2 of us in here and our camera gear. That's good.
Oh
All right,
my God.
let's drive this thing normally. Alrighty, friend, driving the Corolla Cross. Oh, it's an SUV, so it has decent ground clearance. This is a perfect example of why you would get an all-wheel drive over a two-wheel drive, for example. Especially if you're doing a lot of these kind of gravel back roads, because when we put our foot down, first of all,
We don't die.
we don't die. The front wheels don't just start spinning because all the power is going there. It does send power to the rear wheels, and so we get effectively a little all-wheel drive. It's not quite an all-wheel drive, but it's pretty close to it. The other thing is that, yes, you do pay more money, but you also get independent rear suspension. In the other ones, you get a torsion beam, which is probably one of the most basic suspension systems out there. There's literally a steel beam that runs, and the wheels do that. They just move opposite to each other. These move independently. It is so comfy right now,
So much better.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's waftier, but it's better.
Yeah.
Something about hybrid powertrains that I just love, because they're just so simple and quiet.
They feel a lot more refined.
They feel really refined. Let's put this car into power mode.
Ooh. What does that mean?
Indicator, because we passed our driving test on the first go. Come on, hybrid. Give me good fuel economy. Give me some power.
You know what? That's actually,
Oh.
it's not fast.
No,
Let's get that right off the bat.
get it out of the way.
But it's not bad.
Shoot. No, it's not bad at all. The thing I like about it, right, is that yes, it has a CVT, but it's an eCVT, so it's got a real first gear, like a real boy, and then it's got a CVT attached to it. I'm not going to pretend to know exactly how it works, but it does work really well. It's kind of as quiet as it can be most of the time. Yeah, you put your foot down, makes a decent amount of sound, but it's like so fine. It's so fine.
Yeah. Especially with the hybrid powertrain. You don't notice it as much.
Especially with the hybrid powertrain. Now, speaking of, we've been driving like an idiot today. Like a real fool. Averaging 6.5 litres per 100 kilometres right now.
That's incredible.
Around town, you will actually get better fuel economy, probably closer to about the 5 litres, and that's because that's when the battery kind of gives you most of its energy. When you're just driving along the highway, it just gives you little bursts, so nothing too spectacular. I think that this is one of the best driving Toyota SUVs I've been in.
Wow. Big call.
Yeah, big call, because it's so comfortable.
You know what? It's a small SUV, but it feels quite spacious.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I know it's based on a Corolla, hence the name Corolla
Yeah.
Cross. It doesn't feel like a Corolla in here to me.
No.
And I love this. This is just such an upgrade. It elevates the interior so much. Check this out. We can take our hands off, don't do that, but it steers itself. Right? My hands are completely off. It's gonna beep at me and tell me to put my hands back on because you're not supposed to take your hands off, but it's doing a really good job.
Good. And these lines are not exactly, 100% clear.
No. The one issue it has though, and I hate this actually, is that when you are going around a corner, it will slow down. It'll have a little warning and then it will slow the car down. So earlier it was 100 zone and I was going around a slight corner and it dropped me down to 80, which I don't think is very safe.
No.
But let's give it some sauce in power mode, baby. So what power mode does is it kind of quickens up the throttle response. The steering gets a bit heavier. I like the power mode. It gives a little bit of weight to it. It makes it feel pretty good. This obviously has a global suspension tune, i.e. all kind of developed wherever the hell it was developed. And yeah, there is quite a bit of body roll. It's definitely not the most planted SUV out there. The Kia Sportage will do a better job around the corners, but who the hell is cornering in their, Toyota Corolla Cross?
Atmos hybrid. I mean, dude, this thing, more than anything else, is standing out to me as so comfortable.
So comfortable. Isn't
Like,
it?
there is a lot of body roll, but it's so comfy. I don't even care.
It's very comfy. I like it a lot.
I like it.
It's perfect for what it is, which is just a runabout family city SUV, you know? It's not supposed to be out here corner carving, giving it some sauce.
Yeah.
We're of course going to. We're of course going to.
Imagine if we just filmed all our reviews in traffic.
Bringing me back to the good old days.
Like,
the beginning of the channel.
Yeah.
That's literally how I did it.
That is true.
We're coming up to Saucy Corner. Let's give this thing some sauce. All right, bro. Tickle my little pickle.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do a brake boost launch. Doesn't like that? Let's go.
I was warning you not to do that.
It was like, are you really trying to kill the environment by revving up your engine?
All right.
Okay, handling pretty well. Okay, come on, baby. Hey, it's actually doing
Not as much understeer as I thought it would have.
weirdly very well. We got things rolling around, though, of course. We just don't secure anything, do we?
No.
Okay, can I just say that oh, my foot just slipped off the accelerator. Can I just say that all-wheel drive system does a great job at sending power to where power is needed.
And it wasn't cutting power at all. It was really good control.
And
Well balanced.
All right, I like it. Should we get into our final thoughts?
Let's.
Okay, so final thoughts on the Toyota Corolla Cross. Jacob, you first.
Honestly, super surprised and really impressed.
Yeah, really impressed. Toyota, you've done an absolutely fantastic job with this thing. It's really good. Is it the best thing in the world? Probably not, but it is definitely one of my favorite small SUVs. In fact, it might be my favorite. I really like this thing. Let me know what you guys think though down in the comment section, just below that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We would love to have you around. Click over there to get the absolute best financing deals for you. And then click over there to watch our Hyundai Kona N review, a really powerful little hot, I don't know, SUV, and the Kia Seltos that Jacob, you just recently reviewed.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Thank you guys very much for watching. Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.